Good morning everybody. Today I am going to try my first matcha. I got the whisk from Mayleaf, I got the little bowl from Mayleaf, and I got the matcha itself from Mayleaf in a fancy bag. And I had a read, and this bag is, I thought it would be just a branded Mayleaf bag. Don't know how much can you see, probably not a lot. But what it says obviously Mayleaf, the relevation of true tea, pinnacle tea, blah 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 blah. What the main thing is really is a message that I saw last time. So we are committed to reducing plastic, but we have not found any plastic-free alternative to this bag. Please reuse this bag as much as possible. I like that. That's a nice touch. So I have a little towel here, just in case I'm making a mess, which I'm expecting to. And I have my little fancy bowl that I got from Mayleaf, which looks like this. So it's a black bowl, quite heavy, but feels ceramic or porcelain. I am not sure. So this was like 15 quid. This fancy whisk was 10 quid. The tea itself was 30 quid. So I'm already paying a lot of money, 55 quid, and I haven't even started. I really hope this is not going to be a waste of money. So anyway, so I have this, put it there, took off the little protecting thing for the middle. So it's a bamboo brush. You can see it's actually made out of the bamboo, so they probably cut it here, and then this side they just cut it thinly and then made this curly whatever is at the end to make it a brush-like feature. I don't know how they made it, but it's nice. I don't even know how did they tie this one up in the middle. Probably with some I don't know. Is it glue? No, there shouldn't be any glue on this. I don't know. Anyway, so it was said that I need to put some tiny bit of water into this first. Tiny bit of water. It will be an interesting experiment really, because I don't have tea tray here, nothing. Right, first look at the matcha. So it's a Saemidori tea from Uji, Kyoto, Japan region. The season is 17th of May 2025. Picking and processing young leaves, elevation 350 meters. And on the other side of the label it says traditionally made stone ground 25-day shaded tencha. And it says whisk 1 teaspoon per 60 ml of 70 degrees water. 1 teaspoon. This is 30 grams. This is a teaspoon. Not much of a teaspoon that you can get out of it. I like the lid. It's very solid and nice looking, and this whole jar, I'm very fascinated about it. This is the first time I'm opening this. This is the first time I will be ever looking at the matcha. Even the thread is made out of metal. This is why the tea costs so much money. Seriously, it feels like this is aluminum. Maybe not, but it does feel like It has some metallic. It's just really, the jar itself is a craftsmanship, if you like, which is promising, I guess. So it's sealed with this paper. Let's try to open it. Obviously it will be in powder form, so I'm trying not to stir it up too much. Let's open it this way so you can have a first look. Wow. Okay, so there are some stuck on the top. Oh wow, okay, I can smell it from here. It's really nice, and it's full. So the jar is not halfway, it's pretty full. I will put this down without trying to make a mess. And it's like that full. So it's pretty full. It's very powdery. Very fine powder. I mean, you probably will see it better on this. But it's very fine powder. And very green. So I scrape this in there. Because I'm not wasting this. It costs a lot of money. And I can smell this what others call umami smell from here, and I'm not even near the tea. So this is very promising. The reason why I wanted to try matcha is because there's so much of a hype about it, especially in Starbucks. It's matcha this, matcha this, matcha that, and I was like, you know what? Let's just find out what the real thing is. So it says put a teaspoon in. Okay, I will put a teaspoon in. This feels a bit too much. Let's try this much. So I will put it there. And I put this here for now. I didn't think this through. And also I didn't mention, but inside the lid there's a little gasket as well. So so this fine powder is not going to escape from the jar. So put it there so you can still see. And because I have a bit of water, and this is 70-degree water, I just put a tiny bit more so I can make paste. And then, okay, the brush is quite big, whisk rather. So I make a paste, like so. It looks like this. I don't know if you can see it without me pouring it. I will try to make a paste first, so it will be less liquid. Okay, it's quite satisfying actually, and it smells really nice. It smells really that brothy umami smell. I really like this. I can smell it from here. It's amazing. Okay, Bob?
Yeah, I'm alright. But not a ravioli.
You don't like my tea?
Nah.
What does it smell like?
I can't describe it, but it smells like you squeezed some of these leaves from the garden.
It's green tea after all.
and it's upsetting my stomach things.
It's upsetting your stomach.
Yeah, as well.
Okay. Remember that when you want to buy some matcha from Starbucks.
Well, I always go for hot chocolate anyways,
Okay.
in the fresh house.
You know I'm recording this.
Bye.
You're not visible, yeah? You don't have to come to the edge. There you go. Now you are visible.
Did you see me?
Yeah. Anyway.
Bye.
Bye. Anyway, so my wife doesn't like matcha. She thinks this is horrible. But it looks nice and green. Like that. And she's peeking through the door. It's very thick paste. So I will just do the rest of this ceremony and put some water in. I will have to be careful because I don't want to make a mess, but also I don't want to make it too liquid, and I just want to have a good experience overall, but I have to be mindful because pretty much you just have 2 or 3 sips worth of tea here. So I'm trying to put all the paste there that got stuck from on the side. It smells lovely though, to me. So let's do this whiskey shake thingy. Apparently I have to do some double use. Do I have to be a bit more brave or something? Because it's not really making any froth. Or maybe I'm just not doing it right. Or maybe there is not enough water in. Let's put some more water. That's about it. I'm not really good at making froth. Pretty much I had no froth whatsoever. But it's building up. There's a tiny little bit accumulating, but I'm really bad at this. How do they do this? Because you don't want to break the whisk either, because it was tanked as well, just for a little piece of bamboo. So I kind of lifted off the whisk from the bottom, and I'm starting to make this froth thing. But it's not really frothing up. And I kind of got tired of it. So it's not really frothing up. There's some froth. I can't really show you without pouring anything. I might take a video, picture, something of it, because I will probably do a second one. Anyway, so that's probably my fault anyway. It looks nice in this. It's nice and warm as well. And let's see. It is soft. Texture wise, obviously there is not much crema there because I didn't froth it up properly. Excuse me. And then it's quite frothy, so you will have that umami taste, that's for sure. lots of kind of vegetation, but not in your face vegetation, so that's not the main theme here. It's not as liquid like the other tea, obviously, because you have the powder, but you can definitely get that kind of, so the texture is soft, but somehow it's still thick, because it's you can feel that you have that all of the powdered water mixture in there. It's not just the water that you pour off from the leaves like in Gongfu. But apart from that, I can get this vegetation. I get a little bit of, tiny bit of saltiness, tiny bit of astringency, to me anyway. It's quite interesting actually, but I am not sure what else I am tasting. Maybe I'm getting some nuttiness. I'm not quite sure. And I discovered something else. I still have a tiny little bit. I'm very careful with this. What else? I can't really distinguish like how they do it in the sales video, that's how I call it, because it is technically a sales video. I can't really distinguish many different things. You have that brothiness, you have that a little bit of nuttiness, a little bit of salt, vegetation of course. I won't be able. This is why it makes it hard, because you try to think, you watch the video as well, and you try to think, try to identify those kind of tastes. Are they actually there or not? But then when they identify things like, I don't know, some sort of white chocolate, this bean, that bean, whatever. Especially if you haven't had those. Obviously, I had white chocolate, but if you haven't had those kind of those kind of foods, then you won't know how to associate the taste with them. But as I said, there's a bit of nuttiness, a bit of salt, vegetation, there's that umami taste and smell, that brothiness. And although the texture is soft, you can definitely taste that it's not just water. There's lots of particles in the water. That's a better way to put it. And of course there is, because I just diluted a powder. I created a solution, if you like, of colloidal particles of matcha. So of course you will feel that particles, but I just wanted to emphasize it, that it's not just going to be like, just like when you drink water or any other tea. You will have that particle feel around your palate as well, as the sediments set around your palate. You will feel that, but it doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth. Don't get me wrong at all. It's quite nice, and regarding body sensation, because obviously with green tea you infuse it like 4 or 5 times, and it gives you the caffeine as well, along with other compounds. This one you don't obviously infuse it 5 times, you have the whole lot. What kind of body sensation do I have? I'm a little bit more alert, but it's not like I just had a very strong coffee just yet. But you need to know that with tea it builds up over time. I'm really making this count. But I might have put a little bit too much water in this. But apart from that, I haven't got too much of a body sensation. You have that kind of awakening, alertness, a little bit, I don't even have a buzz yet. I don't know if I will. But it's definitely making you like a start of the day kind of drink. It puts you into gear, if you like, kind of feeling. It could be because I'm just excited because I just used matcha for the first time. I don't know, but that's how I am feeling. And then it's gone. Now what I will do, probably next time, is I will compare if you could just use any kind of random bowl that you have at home, like the ones I got from IKEA, or is this one better to drink matcha from. I mean, aesthetically it's very pleasing because it's black, you have a very vibrant green tea inside, so it's very pleasing to the eye. Probably that was one of the reasons why they chose this. It's a good selling point because you use it as a presentation in video. But it feels right in the hand. It's nice size, easy to drink from it, and that's about it really. And it has it's fairly heavy, but that's about it really. It's a bowl, there's nothing much about it. So that's my matcha video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was an interesting experience. I really like this jar. This jar is a keeper, and I really like how the tea smells, and just this sound how you close this jar, it's just brilliant. And the other fact I like about this as well, that although this tea is 30 gram, yeah, so this whole jar, the contents of the jar is 30 grams, but it's not like your crisp bags that it's just filled up like here. No, it's filled up all the way, so it's a good size. At least it's filled up. Now, does it have any smell, the tea, after the consumption in the bowl, I mean? Funny enough, there is. What I can pick up is some sort of vegetation with a bit of salt. And yeah, and that's me done. Thank you very much again, and hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you next time. Bye bye.